Good morning, students. Welcome to this class, Physical and Health Education. The topic of our discussion is non-contact sport. Specifically, we are going to look at swimming under the non-contact sport. Before we start in earnest, I want us to look at the previous lesson which we discussed about the contact sports. I said the contact sports is a sporting event which the body cannot be contacted to one another, or there is no any form of physical contact which the body can be contacted. Example of some of these contact sports, as I mentioned, I said it include some team sports and dual sports, such as soccer game, that is football. We have the rugby, we have the hockey game, we have basketball. All these ones are contact sports, and some of the dual sports include martial art activities such as taekwondo, wrestling, boxing, and also form of traditional sport as dambe, and also uh, variation of langa games. So these are the example of contact sport. But now, when we talk about the non-contact sports, non-contact sports are sporting events which cannot be contacted with one another, or the body can be separated, such as to make it nearly impossible for them to make a physical contact during the course of a game or play. And we have some example of these non-contact sports, which include swimming, gymnastics, tennis, dart, racket games, decathlon, heptathlon, pentathlon, gymnastics, volleyball, netball, squash, throwing, and jumping events. Some of these throwing events include the discus, shot put, hammer throw, and javelin. And some of the example of the jumping events include the long jump, high jump, triple jump, and then the pole vault, and many others. We are going to look at swimming specifically under the non-contact sports. When we talk about swimming, swimming simply means an aquatic sport which athletes can perform these activities inside water by the use of the limbs or the body, the entire body. The swimming can also seen as an individual or team racing sport that requires the use of one's entire body to move through the water. It could be seen as a propelling the body forward using the arms, feet, hand and trunk, and many other parts of the body. Swimming can take place in the following places. 1. We have the pool. 2. We have the lakes. 3. We have the stream. 4. We have rivers. And 5. We have seas. These are the places where you can perform the activities of swimming. But swimming has its purpose. The main purpose of swimming are to teach the basic survival skills and recreational swimming skills for leisure time use. When I talk about survival skill, so this performance can help an individual to save his life in time of danger. When you hold inside water, then you can be able to help yourself out. So that's why you can survive it without drowning, because you have the skills of swimming. Some of them participate for recreational activities, for leisure time, to spend time. That's all. But now, you know, so many participate in these events because of some reasons. Now we are going to look at some of the basic strokes in swimming, some of the strokes that you can make use of it in order to perform this swimming. Basically, we have main four basic style in swimming, which are the one you can perform in national championship. But other two, they are the one you can participate during the course of recreational or training. We have the basic stroke include the front crawl or freestyle. Two, we have the breaststroke. Three, we have the backstroke. Four, we have the butterfly stroke. Five, we have the side stroke. And six, we have the ducky jump or style. So these are the stroke or styles we have in swimming. And I said in competition, only one of these styles may be used except in the case of individual medley or IM, which consists of all four. In this later event, swimmers swim equal distance of butterfly, then backstroke, then breaststroke, and finally free stroke. In Olympic competition, this event is swum in two distance, that is 200 and 400 meters. Some short course competition also include the 100 meters yard or 100 meters. I am particularly for younger and newer swimmers, typically under 14 years, involve the club swimming or master swimming over 18. So now look at the skills that you use in swimming. We have skills of swimming. We have one, we have floating. Two, we have agility and turning. Three, we have flexibility. Four, we have twisting. Five, we have endurance. Six, we have kicking. Then seven, we have strength. Then eight, we have synchronized breathing. When we talk about floating, this one has to do with how you float on top of water without sinking down. And then agility has to do with how the body change directions in movement. And turning, how you make your turn as you reach the destination that you are moving to. And then how do you make the turn. And flexibility, how the body is flexible when moving on the water. Twisting is how you twist the body in the process of paddling. And then we have endurance. Endurance has to do with how you endure the hardship over a long period of time. Then kicking is how you paddle the legs, which can help you to stay on top of water or be stagnant in one place without sinking. Then we have strength, requires energy. Then we have synchronized breathing. That's what one has to do with your control of breathing, how you control your breathing inside water. It's not everybody that can control breathing. Some people cover their nose with hand when paddling inside water, but those people that they are used to it can open the nose without closing with the hand. We will look at some of basic facilities and equipment used in swimming. We have some basic equipment and facilities used in swimming. One, we have the swimming pool. When we talk about the swimming pool, it is the arena or the area which you can perform the activities of swimming, and it is being mapped out or construct in such a way that can take like 8 people. So it has length. Lengths are being measured. It has about 8 lengths. That is a standard swimming pool consists of 8 to 10 lengths. So I'm being demarcated with a rope, which help to divide it into different categories which swimmers can use in order to dive inside the water. And then we have the next, we have the swimsuit. The swimsuit, it is the clothes that you can wear. It is just like a panty cloth which you can wear below below the limbs, so which can cover you, and it is just like a tighter, and we call it a swimming suit or swimsuit. Then we have swim cap. The swim cap is also important, most especially in women. They use this cap in order to cover the hair which may disturb them during the course of uh, swimming, because some people have long hair, and even some men in America there are some people who have long hair which can also uh, protect them during the course of this swimming. Then we also have goggle. Goggle is also helpful during the course of swimming, because you can cover your eye and you can open the eye to see the destination that you are moving to inside the water without any problem. So that is why some people use the glass in order to cover their eyes. The goggle keep water and chlorine out of swimmers' eyes. Goggles may be tinted to contract glare at outdoor pools. Prescriptions goggle may be used by swimmers who wear corrective lens. Then we have the swimming fins. We have the swim fins. It is a rubber fins are used to help kick faster, build strength and techniques, but are illegal in a rest. They also improve techniques by keeping the feet in the proper position while kicking in order to stay in top of water. It's just like a flippers. Like when you see frog, it has flippers, which will help somebody to be paddling the feet to stay on top of water. We have the drag suit. The drag suit, swimmers use drag suits in training to increase resistance. This allowed a swimmer to become challenged even more when practicing, and let the swimmers feel less resistant when racing. Drag suits are not used in competitive race. We have hand paddling. Hand paddling. Swimmers use this plastic device to build arms and shoulder strength while refining hand pulling techniques. Hand paddling attached to the hand with rubber, tumbling or elastic materials. They come in many different shapes and sizes depending on swimmers' preference and hand size. We have the kickboard. A kickboard is a foam board that swimmers use to support the weight of the upper body while they focus on kicking. Kicking is the movement of the legs only, which help to increase legs muscles for future strength inside water. And this kicking can also help you to stand on top of water without sinking. Then we have the headgear. We have the headgear. This one is also used by swimmers to wear on their head to protect the heat. Then we have the swimming trunk. Is also a dress that you can use it to cover, to help you to stay on top of water. Then we have the lap counter. Lap counter is also a device that will help you to count the number of laps performed by each swimmers or athlete inside water. We have the length divider rod. This one, it divides this segment of the water into different area which swimmers can dive inside. It is a long rope and it is being colorated, some with color yellow, some with color green, some with color blue. These are the ones that will help the swimmers to know the destination they are moving or the directions where they are moving towards. We have some safety rules in swimming. The safety rules in swimming will be helpful for a swimmer to know the rules which will help him so that it should avoid him from being drowned inside water. Any beginner need to know these rules. One, we have they must learn how to swim. As a beginner, you must learn how to swim before you dive inside water. Two, one must shower before diving into the water to get the body ready. So this one will also stimulate the body into action. So you condition the body and the mind before you dive inside water, and you know the temperature of the water. The main temperature is 28 degrees Celsius. The main temperature of water for swimming, it is 28 degrees Celsius. Swimmers are not allowed to swim alone without a supervision. Swimmers are not allowed to swim alone without a supervision. You need to swim under someone's supervision so that the person should help you in case of any eventuality or in case of any danger. Then the person can help you out. Do not swim under the influence of drugs and alcohol. Do not swim under the influence of drugs or alcohol. This one can lead to drowning or even death. Because if you are under the influence of drugs or alcohol, there's that tendency you can have an accident. At the end of the day, it can lead to death. So do not drink or take alcohol before you come to swim. Do not spit or urinate inside the water to avoid contamination. There are some people when they swim they spit or urinate inside water, which is not healthy for human life. So this one can also contaminate the water. Never swim alone, even if you are a champion. This simply means that accidents may occur. So even if you are a champion, do not swim alone. Definitely you need to have somebody around you, because there are unforeseen circumstances like earthquake, thunderstorm in water when raining. So it can also create problem for an individual. But if you are two or many, they can assist you to remove you out of the source of danger. Swimming should be done in a designated area. So when we talk a designated area such as water, so begin your swimming from the shallow end to the deeper side. Now, most often as a beginner, you need to start swimming around the shallow end. So this one will also help you before you go to the deeper side. Because if you go to the deeper side and you are not good in swimming, there is that tendency you create problem for yourself, and at the end of the day you'll be sucked. So now, or you'll be drowned inside the water. So start from the shallow end. Dangerous play should be avoided around the pool, such as pushing. Dangerous play should be avoided, or such as pushing. Just push somebody abruptly and then the person may be frightened. At the end of the day, shock may take that person and the person may eventually die. So do not play around the pool, or do not push one another within the side of the pool. Lifeguards should be made available to avoid being drowned. Lifeguard is also important because somebody will be as a spotter which will assist you during the course of swimming, so to avoid any drown. There are so many others. So these are the things that we'll discuss for today. But I will round up my lessons with assignment. I'm going to give you an assignment in which you are going to submit it to my WhatsApp page. So now the questions of the assignment include: 1. You are to identify any serving officials of swimming meets. and state their function. Identify any 7 officials of swimming meets and state their function. 2. Draw a standard dimension of swimming pool. Draw a standard dimension of swimming pool, that is an Olympic size. Submit this assignment to my WhatsApp page 07061095192. Thanks. May God bless you. Till we meet again.